Let's go, that was easy. Come on.
Alright, so I'm here with my buddy Ivan, who's a client and a friend, and he actually runs a Bod Pod. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get in the Bod Pod and do a body fat, body composition analysis. And then this is something that we can offer as a service to people who are interested in knowing whether you're just working on fat loss or contest preparation, or just anybody who's really interested in knowing if they're actually making progress. Measures lean body mass, measures body fat, all that stuff, right? So,
metabolic rate, everything.
So I'll have Ivan shoot some video of me while I'm in this thing. So this is what it looks like. So I am not in contest shape. So this is going to be before I start dieting for contest. This will be a good indicator because I can do it throughout the prep, and I'll kind of see what the readouts say my progress is looking like, and then I can compare that to the visual stuff. Because the more tools you have at your disposal, the better. So cool. All right. Alright, so I just got my results back from the Bod Pod, and I gotta say, it's right in the range of what I would think. It had me on the scale at 235 pounds. It has me at a body fat percentage of 18%, which is right what I would kind of guesstimate myself to be in. A lot of people tend to, especially competitors and people that worry about their physique, they tend to put themselves in a much lower body fat percentage than they are. I realized that at 235, and I compete at 200 pounds, I have 35 pounds of body fat to lose. So that was exactly right where I thought it would be. The interesting thing, it shows my fat-free mass is at 192 pounds, which is your anything but body fat, bone, tissue, stuff like that. So what I would really like to see is the next time I do this, in the next couple months, because I'm in the process right now of dropping some weight, is to see how that fat-free mass compares to my total mass and percentages of how they change. So this is just a baseline, but this is definitely a tool that I'll be able to use going forward, and every time that I make a change to my physique, I can use this as a baseline, so it's going to be very useful. So thanks, Ivan. Alright guys, so there you saw me doing some Bod Pod testing with my friend Ivan Martinez. We're based out of Tampa, so if anyone's interested, he gives me a really good discount for those that would like to use it, and I will be doing more with that. I'll doing checkups. I'm actually in a fat loss phase right now, so I'm curious to see over the next few weeks and months how that progresses. Here you see me, I got Lane spotting me. This was a set of bench with 310 pounds, which I consider a communist weight because it needs to just be 315 like a real man would lift. But it was week 1 of my block. I wanted to stay on the plan. I got 6 reps there, and I was feeling pretty good that day. I also got some footage of Lane squatting. He's getting ready for the Arnold Sports Festival, which is going to be fantastic. So I've been just kind of helping keep an eye on him. This was 605 pounds. He was doing this for doubles, and then he later did an AMRAP, but this right here is just a double. The thing with Lane is you can't watch him on rep-to-rep basis. Sometimes he'll have a good set and you'll think it's the end of his day, and then on this day he ended up getting 4 with 605, which is just insane, but that's Lane for you. This was my 440 pound deadlift day. This was my first set of the day. I was only doing doubles, and then I would finish with an AMRAP set. I started a new training block. I've taken squats out of my training for the time being. I was just having too many issues, so I'm changing my lower body movement to more like leg pressing and front squatting until I can fix my squat, if that's the case. This was my AMRAP set of 440 pounds. And my previous all-time PR with 440 was 5 reps. So I was able to get 6 reps and hit a PR on the first week of the training block, which is great. You know, overall my goal right now for deadlift is to get 550. My personal record currently is 535. I feel like after about 6 or 8 weeks, I'll be able to do that. I've been feeling really good on the deadlifts. I think I'm in a little bit of a fat loss phase, as I mentioned. I think losing a little bit of weight, my waist has come in 2 notches on the belt already, and so I feel like that's helping me get into a better position. You know, so it's just a matter of continuing to progress with regards to strength. I'm also doing some accessory work these days. You know, I'm going back to my roots a little bit, doing some more, you know, overall, you know, bodybuilding style training, some hypertrophy stuff. The cool thing about what I'm doing is I'm also implementing undulating periodization into my accessory work, and I've been seeing some progress in my body parts with that. And here's Elaine going for a conservative max 3 weeks out from the Arnold Sports Festival, 640 pounds. For those that don't know, Lane's current all-time best is 655 in the gym and 650 that he did at Raw Nationals. So this is not far off of his all-time record. He also, at the Boca meet, his last meet, got 633 or 634 as his last rep, and it was way slower than that. So Lane's squat is coming along very nicely right now. He's in a good groove. And Ben Esgro, who does his programming, is about to put him through a real intense phase. This was Saturday in the gym, and I had Lane there, so it was nice because I had an AMRAP set on bench, and this was 315. This is the second week of the block. My all-time PR with 315 is 9 paused, so I only got 6 here, but I also just bumped up my volume quite a bit the last couple weeks, so I've been sore and I've been fighting it. So Lane had to pull number 7 off me, but I'm hopeful by the end of this that I'll be hitting, I'll hit, you know, some PRs in the bench as well. This was the deadlift for the day, and this was 445 pounds. So last week I did 440 on my AMRAP set. This week, you know, obviously you guys are smart. You figured out that I added 5 pounds. So this is 445 pounds, and this is an AMRAP set. And you know, this was one of those days where I went in the gym and I felt really loose. Like, you know, from the first set warming up, the bar was just flying. So I was, you know, I was really hopeful I was going to get a lot. But my number one goal with regards to deadlift, if you see how much time I take setting up each lift, you know, as you can see, I'm a lanky fellow, and I tend to be injury prone. So I really have to get my back into the proper position, get my leverages set up, get the bar on my shins. I really take time, you know, packing my lats, bracing properly. And so even if I do get to a place where I am fatigued, as in right here, you'll see the bar goes a lot slower, but my form does not break down. And that's when I know the set is over for me. That if I had to do one more rep, I could get it, but my form would break down. So as you can see there, I was able to lift properly. And here's my son Sloan Duncan. Yeah, he's a rim wrecker like his dad. Later, guys.